So his father said, Gaudete, Gaudete, exclamation, exclamation, exclamation points. Rejoice, rejoice. Now we say that in Advent, Gaudete. When we get to Lent, we also have a Sunday where we wear the rose-colored vestments, and that's Laetare Sunday. The words pretty much mean the same. Rejoice. And we use the rose-colored vestments in our liturgy. And even if you notice, the third candle is lit, and its color is rose on the Advent wreath. But wait a minute, purple is the color of Advent. Purple is the color of Lent. So why is this rose-colored today? White is the color of Christmas. White is the color of Easter. Why are we wearing rose? And as we approach Christmas, we hear John's words, "The one coming after me, whose sandal strap I am not worthy to untie." There's an expectation. Now remember, for many thousands of years, the Jewish people were waiting, expecting a Messiah. Right from Genesis, when God said to the serpent, "I will put enmity between you and the woman, between your offspring and hers. And he will strike at your head as you strike at his heel." Right then and there, we hear the foreshadowing of the Son of Mary stomping on the head of the serpent, the devil. So we're waiting for this Messiah to come. And this expectation fills us with this yearning and this joy. And Gaudete, rejoice, expresses the expectation of good things to come. And I know right now there are so many things that are burdening us. You know, the 800-pound gorilla in the room is this pandemic that's getting us all down, all wearing masks, covering up, social distancing. What's to come? And I said it last week, you know, it's almost like this vaccine. We're waiting for this vaccine to cure all our problems. I don't know if it will, but we're hoping. So we move from purple towards white, as if it's a plant pushing through in spring. And we see this rose color, this white pushing through the purple. In Advent, we're preparing for several comings of Jesus. The first Sunday and the second Sunday of Advent, we're actually preparing for the last coming of Jesus, when Jesus comes again, the end times. And remember the readings say, you know, be ready, prepare. And now we kind of change our focus as we approach Christmas. And we look for the Christmas, the first coming of Jesus, the celebration of Jesus coming to earth as a person. We're approaching Christmas Day, and these colors are trying to remind us, well, you know, you should have been preparing, not just for the second coming, but also for the celebration of the first coming of Jesus. And if you haven't been preparing, this is kind of like a beacon saying, all right, start preparing now. And if you have been preparing, then this is kind of a flag saying, good for you, Christmas is almost here. Keep up the good work. The church understands that we can get distracted by so many worldly cares and attentions. I myself put my lights up the week before Thanksgiving. And we see all the lights on the houses. We see the lights in the stores, if you've been to the stores. And actually, I was at a store today. It looks like they're coming down already. Imagine that. That's the world. That's not us. We're still preparing. We're still waiting for Christmas. And so the church says, all right, hold on. I got to help you out. Let's give you this Gaudete. And each of the readings we heard today are this encouragement from Isaiah, from Paul, and even the responsorial psalm. Many of you recognize those words. The Magnificat, when Mary proclaims the greatness of God. It's bursting out of her. And so the church says to us, Gaudete, rejoice in the greatness of God. It's a wonderful feeling. It's a wonderful encouragement that we're getting today. And it's time for us to examine our lives, to see if we are really preparing, if we are really ready. Don't water down your rejoicing, but focus on whether or not you are actually preparing for the coming of the Lord. Peter says to us, we have worries, we have concerns, we have anxieties. Cast all those worries, all those concerns, all those anxieties on the Lord, especially today at Mass. Put it all on Jesus. For he cares about you. And he says, do not be afraid. Come to me, all you are burdened, and I will give you rest. And we see the light piercing the purple. Jesus says to us, I am the light of the world. And so we're waiting for this light. Now it's interesting, the church uses the dynamics of the northern hemisphere. I don't know how it works in the southern hemisphere, how their homilies are tempered. But we have diminishing light right now. And then when we have the winter, first day of winter, from then on in, there's more and more light each day. And that's when we celebrate Christmas. The light of the world come into our life. And with Lent, we start in the doldrums of winter and then move into spring and have the dawn of Easter shine upon us. Wonderful imagery that the church is giving us. And so I'll just go to the last words of the Bible, the book of Revelation. And Jesus, speaking through the prophet, says, yes, I am coming soon. And if you ever travel southbound on Route 32, you see that one sign by the church that says, Maranatha. And that is, come, Lord Jesus. And that's what we're rejoicing about. That is our Gaudete.